how's it going? My name is Alexandra. If you're new here, and welcome to Alex Beauty. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 10 best foundation I've discovered on the market so far that I have been obsessed with. I cannot live without. So I really thought I should share this with you guys because it is super important and it's very, very vital information. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. But before we get started, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel please down below, and ring the notifications bell. And yeah, now we can actually get started. So I have here my bag with all the foundations that you need in your life. Well, you actually don't need all of this in your life, but these are some of the best ones in my opinion. So please take into account that this is my own personal opinion. And yeah, if you don't like any of these, or if you think they're too expensive or too whatever, it's just my opinion, okay? So yeah, this foundation I want to talk about is the new Catrice Foundation, and I'm in the tone Warm Olive, I think. That foundation, if you've seen my previous videos, you already know that foundation broke. I dropped it on the floor and it went on the wall. It was a mess. It was just bad, okay? I'm waiting for it to arrive because I ordered a new one. It still hasn't arrived, but I don't have it here to show it to you, but I will put up a picture of it right here so you can see it, but I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. I've been using that one lately almost every single time I do my makeup. It is amazing. It is full coverage. It is super affordable. And yeah, I just had to give it a shout out even though I don't have it. I'm so upset that it broke. I do have a review on that foundation, a full review with wear test, like super in-depth explanation of that foundation. So I will link that video for you guys up here, so make sure you check it out and click it. Unfortunately, that foundation cannot be here with us today because it died. It broke. I broke it. I dropped it. I dropped things. I'm a mess. I'm sorry. It's just how I am, so yeah. Anyway, but enough talking about my clumsiness. Let's go ahead and talk about the next foundation. Oh, another thing I want to mention about that foundation is that it's basically amazing. Yeah, I don't know what else I can say about it. It's just amazing. Anyway, second foundation I want to talk about is this Charlotte Tilbury foundation. And if you like a luminous foundation, this foundation is for you. As you can see, I've used it quite a bit because the writing came off. I think it was called the True Magic foundation or something like that. I can't remember the name. I'm gonna have every single foundation linked down below as always, of course, because you need to know the name in case you want to get it. But this is how it looks on the skin. It is so gorgeous. I love the application. It's very easy to use. I even use it as a highlighter just because it is so gorgeous and, like, as I said, luminous. It looks amazing on the skin, and yeah, just altogether it gives a lot of luminosity to the skin. I always use this in combination with another foundation just because this one is too luminous sometimes, but especially for the summertime, it just gives a beautiful natural glow. And yeah, I just love using it in combination with other foundations. I did use it by itself a few times, but I did mix it up with concealer so it would tone it down a little bit. But it is really, really, really gorgeous, amazing. It's not very full coverage, it's quite light coverage, so take that into account. And yeah, I hope you all give it a try because it is just incroyable. Next foundation I want to talk about is a new discovery actually for me. This is the new, well, it's not really new, the Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. And this one is just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just that perfect foundation that will always look good on you. It doesn't look weird, it doesn't go cakey, it doesn't crease, it lasts a really long time. It's good for summer, it's good for winter, it's full coverage, but it's not too overpowering. I don't know, I'm obsessed with it. The reason why I have two is because I ordered the wrong shade the first time and then I ordered it again. I got a new one, I got my right shade. So basically what I've been doing, I've actually been mixing them up and it looks super good, especially for summer. So I have here the shade, this one is shade Fiji, which is my shade right now at the moment. But in summer, I was mixing it in with the shade Murea, I think it was called, Murea, which is this one right here. And clearly, it's not my right shade, but I do like to use this to bronze up the skin and it looks really nice. So I just mix these two together and they look fabulous, they look amazing. I've used quite a bit of this one not so much obviously because it's just not my right shade. Yeah, just a very, very good foundation. It also doesn't oxidize, which is amazing. It isn't very cheap. I know it's quite pricey, but it is totally worth it, and it's just so amazing. I cannot say anything bad about this foundation. I know there's some mixed reviews out there about it, but I don't know, for me it just works. It works really well, and I just recommend it. I love using it with a brush. I love applying it with a beauty blender, and yeah, it just works really well. Another foundation that I think you all know is the Fit Me foundation from Maybelline, and this one is so affordable. It is just ridiculous. It lasts all day long. It's super full coverage. It is amazing. It has an amazing finish on the skin. I'm using shade 118. I usually use it in winter. I don't use it in summer. I don't know why, just because I feel like it's more of a winter foundation for me. So this one is the shade number 118, which is my winter shade. So at the moment it is a little bit too white for me, and also it is perfect for normal to oily skin. So if you have oily skin, this one is great for you. I have normal skin. I'm not too dry or not too oily, and I find it incredible. The only thing I don't like about it is the application. I don't like this tube, but I mean, for the price point, I get that you get it in a tube is fine. For the price point, it doesn't matter if you get it in a tube or not. I usually prefer a pump, but that's okay. So that's the only downside to it. I really recommend it. I'm gonna have here like a mixture between high-end and drugstore, because I wanted to give everyone some options. You know, I just didn't want to have just drugstore or just high-end, you know. Okay, another foundation that I love, but it is a little bit too white for me, is this one from Revolution. I've already talked about this. I don't remember in which video, but I will link that video up here if I remember. So this one is the Makeup Revolution London foundation, and this one is F4, as you can see right here. This is not my correct shade because it is a little bit too white for me, but it is so full coverage. It is so creamy. It looks amazing. I love it for winter. It just glides on. Usually stick foundations are not very good. I mean, it's very hard to find a good stick foundation that's not too drying on the skin or not too weird, and this one is incredible. I love it. So yeah, and you also get quite a lot, I think. I'm not sure how much you get, but you do get a lot. And also it's Revolution, which Makeup Revolution is super cheap, and yeah, I just love it. I love it. You need to get this. You need to get it right now. It's amazing. Another stick foundation that I had to mention is this Hourglass foundation, and I can truly say that the Revolution foundation is comparable to the Hourglass one. It is not as good, but it is quite comparable, and this one is shade beige. I got mine actually on sale, and this is how the packaging looks. This is an oldie but goodie. This foundation is not new, but it is sort of new to me because I have had it for a few months now. I haven't had it for that long, and the more I use it, the more I love it. The color matches me perfectly right now, because when I got it, it was a little bit too white for me, and I don't know, it glides on. It looks so good with a beauty blender. It does look good with a brush as well, but I think it's just like the packaging is so cute and so luxurious. It is quite heavy, so this is a high-end foundation, but it's just amazing. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about it. I am actually wearing it right now, and it makes my skin look super glowy and fresh. Not glowy, but like super fresh and radiant and beautiful. It doesn't crease on me, it doesn't look weird on me. I just really love it. It's incredible. Another stick foundation, talking about stick foundations, this one is from Wet n Wild, and this is their, what is it called? Photo Focus Foundation. It is a little bit too wet for me at the moment, but when I got it, it was perfect because I got it last year, I think. And this one also glides on super easily, as you can see. And it is not weird, it's not cakey, it's super easy to blend out. You just need a brush and just like tap, and it is done blended. I don't know, I just feel like it gives a gorgeous finish. It is not, I feel like it is not too full coverage. It's like a medium coverage, but you can build it up. And I do love using it in combination with other foundations. And this one is in the shade E852B Soft Ivory, but as I mentioned before, this one is too light for me at the moment. I think I have 10 foundations in total, so I think I'm gonna call this like the 10 best foundations that I found so far. Okay, this foundation from Benefit is the Hello Happy Foundation, and this one is super beautiful on the skin. It is amazing. It looks super pretty. It's quite full coverage. I am sort of a full coverage foundation queen. I love a good full coverage foundation. I'm not very into a light coverage, except if it's like a BB cream or a CC cream. I do like that, but I don't like a foundation to be too light coverage. I need a full coverage glam. This one is in the shade, I don't know. Oh, sorry, yeah, it does say. This one is in the shade 3. I usually mix this up with darker foundations. I don't know, I feel like if I mix it up with another foundation, it looks better just because it is so full coverage. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel like it looks gorgeous on the skin. I really love it. Mine is a mini one. I almost used it up, so I need to get a bigger one, but I do really love it. I think it just gives, oh, it also has SPF 15. I didn't know that. So that's a plus. It's always good when your foundation has SPF in it, but you have to be careful with flash. You have to be careful with flash photography when you have when your foundation has SPF in it, because it can make you look like a ghost. So you have to be very careful with that. So yeah, tip from me to you. And yeah, definitely recommend this foundation. I hope you give it a try, and let's go ahead and talk about the next one. Next foundation I want to talk about is an oldie but goodie that I've been using for so many years that I had to give it a shout out, that I just cannot live without. This is the L'Oreal Accord Parfait Foundation. And this is one of the most amazing foundation that I've been using for a very long time, and you need to try it. You need to give it a go. It's amazing. I'm shade 3. This is the shade name if you're interested. It looks amazing on the skin. I think this is my second or third one. Not too matte. It's not too drying. It gives a little bit of luminosity to the skin. It's very full coverage, but it can also be medium coverage. So it depends how much you add to the skin. You can build it up. It is just amazing. I really recommend this. It's also good for medium to dry skin, also for oily skin. I've heard a lot of people that had oily skin that tried it, that they loved it. So I do really recommend it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, have you tried any of these foundations? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you know them? I don't know. I really want to know your opinions and your thoughts on these foundations, these 10 best foundations, in my opinion, that I just can't live without. So yeah, this was a short and sweet video, just like me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful to you. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what other videos you want me to do, what other reviews you want me to do, and tell me if you had a good experience with any of these foundations. I would love to hear your opinion. And yeah, have an amazing week as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!